Hey, thank you for checking out this page of books. Why does this exist? I mean, I've loved writing my entire life. It's always been a big part of my life. But in 2019, at the end of the year, I felt this strong sense that God was saying that writing was going to be an even more significant way of how He's going to invite me to love Him and love others. And I had no idea what it would look like. And I definitely didn't think it would look like this. At this point, I've self-published about 2 dozen books, starting with one in, I don't know, 2022, 20 I can't even remember now at this point. And it's been amazing to see what God has invited me to because it's not been about, sales. It's not been about being a bestseller. In fact, sometimes I'll sit and think, "Man, is anybody even reading this book I just wrote?" The invitation that God has given me is to create authentic, accessible spaces to process who He is, who He's made us to be, and what that means for today. And really, always invited me to do is be willing to plant seeds and not necessarily see the fruit. To be so willing to serve Him that I will do so without knowing if it makes any real impact at all. And to trust that He is actually able to do immeasurably more than I ask or imagine. And so the reason I write is because God's invited me to write. The reason I write is because if I can create a space for you to navigate this crazy thing we call life, to try to understand this incomprehensible God just a smidge more, then I'm willing to do so. I do this as part of my full-time volunteer ministry. I haven't gotten a traditional paycheck since 2018. So this is why I write. This is why these exist, is to love God and to love you. So I invite you to scroll through and see what books exist, because I guarantee among 2 dozen books, there's got to be something that will apply to you. There's got to be something that'll meet you where you are in life. And if there's not, reach out to me and maybe I'll just write it. So thank you again. And I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear where you see God in the midst of this. But more than anything, I love you and I hope you are encouraged.